Biography of Sir Isaac Newton. Early life and education. Sir Isaac Newton was born on January 4, 1643, December 25, 1642, old-style calendar in Woolsthorpe, a small village in Lincolnshire, England. He was born prematurely and was not expected to survive. His father, also named Isaac Newton, was a farmer who died 3 months before Isaac was born. His mother, Hannah Iscow Newton, remarried and left young Isaac in the care of his grandparents from an early age. Newton showed a keen interest in mechanics and building simple machines. He attended the King's School in Grantham and later enrolled at Trinity College, University of Cambridge in 1661. While studying, he developed a strong interest in mathematics, physics, and astronomy. Scientific revolution and key discoveries during the Great Plague of 1665 to 1666. Cambridge University closed and Newton returned to Woolsthorpe. In this period of isolation, later called his Annus Mirabilis, or Year of Wonders, he made groundbreaking discoveries in calculus independently of Leibniz, laws of motion, universal gravitation, optics, mathematics, and calculus. Newton developed the foundations of what is now called calculus, which he termed fluxions. Although this led to a bitter priority dispute with German mathematician Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, Newton's methods became central to mathematical analysis, laws of motion and gravitation in 1687. Newton published his seminal work Philosophy, Naturalis Principia Mathematica, the mathematical principles of natural philosophy, often known as the Principia. In it, he formulated, first law inertia, a body remains at rest, or in motion at a constant speed in a straight line, unless acted upon by a force. Second law, force equals mass times acceleration, F equals ma. Third law, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. He also described the law of universal gravitation, stating that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Optics. Newton conducted detailed experiments with light and prisms. He demonstrated that white light is composed of a spectrum of colors and developed a particle theory of light. His work culminated in the book Optics 1704. He also designed the reflecting telescope, now known as the Newtonian telescope. Later life and public service in addition to his scientific work. Newton was deeply involved in other areas, appointed location professor of mathematics at Cambridge in 1669. Elected a Fellow of the Royal Society in 1672 and later became its president in 1703. In 1696, he was appointed warden and then Master of the Royal Mint, where he reformed England's currency and fought counterfeiting. Knighted by Queen Anne in 1705, becoming Sir Isaac Newton. Religious beliefs and alchemy. Newton was deeply religious but held unorthodox views. He studied the Bible and wrote extensively on theology. He was also interested in alchemy, a precursor to modern chemistry, though these writings were not published during his lifetime. Death and legacy. Sir Isaac Newton died on March 31, 1727, in London and was buried in Westminster Abbey. A rare honor for a scientist at the time. His legacy is vast, often considered the greatest physicist of all time. His laws of motion and gravitation dominated science for over 2 centuries. He laid the foundation for classical mechanics and influenced countless fields of science and mathematics. Conclusion. Sir Isaac Newton was not only a brilliant scientist and mathematician, but also a deeply curious thinker whose ideas changed the world. His work remains a cornerstone of modern science, and his influence is still felt in physics, astronomy, engineering, and beyond.